Hello, friends. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was literally getting in, then I had to deal with the thing. So, alright. I believe we do not have Sigurd tonight because Jack's dealing with a storm at the moment. Alright. So, no adventure taking care of the ducklings, as a friend would call them. Out of character friend, but... I think Kise and Blitz would get along well. Like, decently well, though. A bit of a party going on.
I don't think the jungle itself is Fae. Okay.
Oh, so
Hello, darlings.
If I was
Oh.
in my position and didn't trust myself with
Hello. Are we having story time? I see.
Oh, yeah, if you see someone who looks and sounds like me in my old body come up to you and start spouting shit about Minecraft, don't trust him and hold him for questioning.
All right.
And also Golos, like immediately.
He sounds insane, but I know he's not.
I am.
Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, Eldritch
You are
Entity
insane, but
is
the
a
good
guy
kind of
one of my
insane.
bodies into Minecraft.
Oh.
And I'm getting his memories as I sleep.
Oh dear.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yes, it certainly sounds weird. That sounds more than weird.
So much, I guess. Huh? What?
That sounds more than weird at this point. I believe that is an understatement.
I mean, there's more details, but that's not really pertinent to what
As
you
I
need to
doubt I
know
would
at this
understand them
point.
properly.
Something plain our fuckery.
Typical sounding for the metaverse.
Apparently there's much of that going around at the moment, and I do not like it one bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite troubling.
Never thought I'd have to deal with being as a guide. Hi.
Oh dear.
Story time with Alice.
Calzone.
I was bored.
What?
Wait, what about Calzone?
Also, she probably felt her unique need to
A
be
taco
there
is
as
just an
her
open-faced
father crashes
calzone.
out about being in Minecraft.
True.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you're going to send me a
A
message.
hot dog is also classed as taco.
I mean, I woke up, I reached for my phone, I was like, I need to talk to Blake, and I was like,
Wait,
I've been venting to her way
Mimikyu.
too much.
No, please do. I'm very eager for the next episode.
Are you aware of the
Oh,
cute
me
I
too,
don't
me
even know what
too.
happened in this episode.
Well, you have a personal
long
investment. I
time
guess you
ago.
both do.
Oh, it is going to be one of those nights, apparently.
In Minecraft, and I guess the version of me is
Admittedly,
adoptive ancestor.
Asha sent me over to ask
Yeah.
if it was okay for her to approach you.
She likes ripping and
Oh
tearing.
yes, it has been time, has it not?
Impure energies.
Apparently she likes like
Yes, Gikari. It looks like it has been taken care of for the most part, though... Oh, the last little bits would be nice if Sigurd was not busy, but...
A little disconcerting.
She's not thinking
Darling.
about it. Well,
Please tell me one thing, have you at least done misogi? Can you wash your hands and your mouth very briefly, and then the rest should be gone?
With water or with magic?
Yes, water.
Okay, wait, I have magic. It has to be natural water.
This water's water, so long as you purify yourself.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Thank you, darling. So exciting. Normally I would have my high priest do this part, but he's been a bit busy.
She doesn't have any like active worry, concern, trauma response until going places is mentioned, and at that point you can visibly tell she's concerned something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't exactly blame her, but
Even mentioning the dream place that Orisa made.
Oh, so much better.
Still heavily worried.
Lovely to see you, darling. That is so much better.
Not as worried about the
Oh, you're quite tall.
as anywhere else. And as far as I can tell,
am I? Why am I tall? Am I taller than I should be? Why am I taller than I should be?
anyway.
I do not know. I do not remember. Oh, I suppose that is a bit closer.
Friendship.
Perhaps Flesh Golem is just short.
One, do you wish to have that interview
Yeah.
again? Kinda?
Oh, darling, we already had your interview. It was more along the lines of, I suppose the update would be, how are you coming along on the testing that you were doing?
To force the progress back to where it was.
The testing? Oh, the
Yes.
planar thing.
But you also said you were getting licensing.
But at least
Oh, for Saphira, yes, I did that.
the people in the jungle
Exciting.
and
Passed
back
you
to her
then.
normal self there
Yes,
faster than when she first got there.
I am certified in Saphira, Orlando Saka, Lothric City,
Oh, wonderful.
Redstone, and obviously my kingdom.
Usually,
Lovely.
I think usually.
Very well then. I believe it has been enough time then. How has the guild been for you so far?
Usually
It has been fun.
back
I
to
have been coming here for a while, so
faster.
yeah,
Oh yes, of
it
course.
has been fun.
The differences. But yes, welcome to the team properly.
So
I'll get you set up in the
I should
comms shortly.
tell you,
Yes, dear.
my powers have changed now. I am much weaker than I was before.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Are you alright?
Oh yeah, it was okay.
did you get any actual
Permission to nerd out
cybernetics?
about magic shit.
I do enjoy magic.
Okay, basically, I did a ritual of basically I draw all the power, my magic card out of me, and created a whole plane.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
and slowly, the plane grew and grew and grew, and yeah. Now I have my own plane, my own Feywilds.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. I somewhat understand that. With my forest, I did have to place part of myself into the shrine properly. But an entire plane, goodness, where did you have the time? Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, clowns. They're very useful.
As long as
True. Very true. Well, not so much. I suppose these are not clones. I would never clone myself. There only needs to be one of me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the world could handle more of you, dear.
Oh, no, of course not. I suppose technically there's more of me, but only in the sense that I'm two places at once, given my shrine.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
that's still annoying. I want to
How have you been, darling?
another behemoth because
Hi.
fuck those
Tired.
things taking my kill.
Yes, indeed. I certainly feel that. I'm so busy this week.
What's the bird doing?
He's busy. Very busy. More Jarl work over the course of things, as well as trying to figure out what in the world that was last week.
Understood.
Nothing new, unfortunately.
Hopefully, both of you will have time sometime soon so we can go over final details.
Yes, absolutely.
Bother checking them.
I will make certain that he makes up time for that, because he is not doing his Jarl work through our wedding work. Precedence.
Indeed.
Priorities.
Indeed.
Yes, of course. Oh, it is so close.
Even if it's for the greater good, you're the greatest good he'll ever need.
So they can.
Well, he knows that.
They can only sense it once the blade's out.
He's known that for years at this point. Well, a year.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes, I was learning about Asha's plane now, and the fact that she just joined my team, so...
They were watching.
Will that affect your work on my team having less power because of your demi-plane? Or your Feywilds?
Even as we were just walking around.
Yes.
But there was no hostility.
I won't be able to cast as many spells, but I still
is
be
fine.
able to cast spells.
Alright, good.
I'm able to cast spells from.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm able to cast spells from material plane affinities, Shadowfell affinities, Feywild affinities, Heaven affinities, and Hell affinities.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness, well that will certainly be
still a
helpful.
lot.
We have a few of those from the Hells coming in. And the
If you
Fae,
can't
obviously.
cast that many, you should always just store spells for later. Enchant things.
Not bad.
Because if you're
True.
not cheating with magic, you're doing it wrong.
Yes.
That is
Well,
true.
we are. I was thinking about getting some more
Did not seem intelligent.
runes potentially to put healing spells into in a pinch.
Know that much.
Hmm. That is going on my list. All right, I'm making certain to have that to my list, proper. There's more making
I
certain.
always keep many decks of cards on me.
Oh, smart.
Exactly. They didn't seem like they were.
Yeah. I mean, my magic is
types of animals
once again
that would
puts out tarot
sort
cards.
of prey.
My magic is tarot cards now. That's how I draw it from the planes.
See,
Goodness,
I
all
could just
your
limit
cards.
myself to tarot cards.
I have one for the material plane, one for each of the 8 elemental planes, one for the spirit plane. I have 5 from hell,
Nothing's-
5 from
The
heaven.
ones that I
Nothing's
Sorry.
better than a
kill
reflection
without it.
spell
It really
enchanted
just
onto
poofed and
a
came back
Uno
later.
reverse card. No one ever sees it coming, but everyone understands what happens.
I could do that.
Good to know.
Because some of them just
Actually, Miss Kise,
Yes.
I had a question now. I just came to my head.
yeah.
For your... Sorry, what was the name of the energy I gave off? Because, you know, childbirth, what was the name of it?
Kegare.
Figured the
Kegare.
Impurities is the
Uh,
closest word we can get to it, but spiritual impurities.
Okay. For Kegare, is it only through, like, natural childbirth, or is it also for C-sections? And things like that, like...
Generally, anything involving the start of life, the beginning of death, is considered impurities to us. It gives off a certain energy.
Okay.
Blood. Things that involve blood.
Yeah.
Hence, we try to stay away from things like that for certain rituals.
Exactly.
You know, a question. I'm saying over here because I know I think I still have some impurities at least until the end of the month.
Yes, a bit.
You said it's anything that's to do with the start or end of a life and blood. Is it just the start/end of one's own life, or if like other stuff, like somebody actually taking?
Murder, yes. Not as... It does not last as long because it is not directly tied to your own soul, but you do need to purify yourself afterwards, or you do build up Kigari, depending on how many.
Okay.
Luckily, ritual purification. Yes, luckily that does it for the most part. Izanagi-sama was able to purify himself in the ocean in order to get rid of it when he went to the underworld.
Is there any process for purification? I know probably want to make sure I'm 100% purified by the time your wedding comes about.
Yes, I would hope so. I would suggest a larger body of water, potentially something with a waterfall. Just get underneath it, do a bit of proper prayers, and then the usual misogi. When you go to the actual shrine or nearby, we shall have misogi setting for it.
Waterfalls and hot springs.
Yeah, I have that stuff too.
Yes, and misogi is what you do when you visit my shrine. The whole washing your hands, washing your mouth.
Thank you.
Specifically a hands-mouth thing I don't have.
I'll try and find
So many
I'll
questions.
probably go to a
I'm
Karen
a-
and do it from the
So
sounds
many
of what they're
questions
saying.
that I
If not,
have, and I would
there's
not ask
somewhere else
specifically
to try and do it and
The sun.
or if I fast track the process.
Wonderful. Thank you, darling.
I don't know.
Also, hope
Yeah,
it wasn't
that-
too much me asking. Just
No, darling, I would rather you ask than not and have to deal with all of that.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's much better when people communicate.
Yeah, they have the.
I am rather
on,
curious if you have a
Sunday,
very particular
Vivarium, so-
ritual prayer you want me to perform for the wedding.
I remember hearing about
Hmm.
I know of the Norito Sojo, but I don't know if it quite works for you.
Yeah, like I said,
Because I never
Hmm.
want to make assumptions.
Yes, it is a bit difficult considering generally the kami rarely get married. Izanagi and Izanami were a bit different. I was not there for that, obviously, so I do not know the exacts of it. It's been a while since I've heard of
hand purifying
kami getting married, especially to mortals. This is a bit
springs of
new
life,
territory.
so-
So I suppose we can make our own
Fair
tradition in that. So long as the
You
other
know
kami
what?
are around
I'll do
and
what I can.
understand. Thank you, dear.
Just to
Mhm.
fast track it. I don't.
I'm sure if you asked there, they probably would help.
Generally,
If
we
you
would
need
do.
help investigating.
As well.
Oh, sorry, continue.
No, I was just saying, generally, though, mortal couples would end up doing sutras and whatnot, prayers directly to all the kami, but that would be to me, so it'd be a bit unnecessary.
That's nice.
Hmm.
I suppose we'll just have to hope that whatever kami are nearby are willing to look fondly upon the marriage, which, you know, they should. If they're watching the marriage, then
Oh, certainly.
hopefully they're invited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that is why I have these. So, what do they call the word in the common? The auxiliary
Yes,
shrines
have to force a magical
got it.
leading up to my own.
Just
I'm not disrespectful.
Sadly, it's a necessity in a lot of places just because.
It's
Fair
not even a
fortune.
necessity, it's just
Hmm.
people
Prestidigitation.
can't just have rules. They have to have things that force the rules to
Prestidigitation.
not even need to be written, because why bother writing something as
Oh,
a rule when you literally
Am I
can't
okay
do
with
it?
bringing +2?
I do not see why not. Who would these +2 be?
One, I don't expect to arrive, but not inviting them might cause issues. So it's best to do so just in case.
Oh. Now I'm curious.
My patron,
Just a theory, though.
Lady Fortuna.
I can't say for sure.
Oh.
Into what theory and all that much.
Oh, gods. I see. Oh. We are ones of many, so. So long as there's not an issue. As
There
long as
shouldn't
no
be.
issues
She
come
absolutely
up.
loves a wedding.
Wonderful.
As for the other, well, just someone
Which
I'm
at some
close
point
to.
in time were classified as fish.
I see. Of course, dear. Yes, we will most probably have other. So long as your patron does not mind other gods as well, because who knows if Sigurd's father will show up.
She is, according to the power scaling of most deities, a minor deity. So she has no qualms with anyone else, so long as they don't have qualms with her.
Good, good. I'll be making certain that everyone knows aware ahead of time. Oh, hello, dear.
Oh, howdy.
Sorry. Just getting used to this place.
Huh? It's a bit to get used to sometimes.
Quite a bit for a guy who just woke up 2 weeks ago.
Good morning.
Hmm.
Yeah, stasis. It'll do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
Still getting the grip off my bones. It's a lot sluggish still.
I know
Cybertronian.
I'm guessing you
No, it's a long story. I can't fit in my old armor, and the person who woke me up stitched
Grab
this
it by
together.
the chain and then just
Oh, okay. I was
throw
just
it out of
commenting
status,
on
spin
the
it
design on
around.
your.
The mark.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like some
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like
Yeah, I hear that
Fair
a lot.
enough.
hooks or chainsaw.
Understood. Well,
Ropes or
No,
something.
I'm not even, I'm sort of an
One of the things I did
amalgamation of a
maybe
bunch of
instead
different
of a rope
things.
dart to throw it out
fair fortune.
directly at
I'm
the
an
thing.
amalgamation as well.
Then there's also another thing that has a
But it's pretty big
blade on the end of a
forearms.
chain. It's not just a dart, but an
Fat
actual.
eyes,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
dagger
forearms too.
or, some other
Hmm.
small blade.
The area from the wrist to the elbow
It
is
has
called the
either kind of
forearm.
a ribbon, rope,
Oh,
See,
do
I'm two
not
of them.
bring
You're
in the
forearms.
common puns.
to cut things.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm doing my utmost to make sure there are none in the wedding speech. I promise.
Yes, you better.
Or dance like using a ribbon.
I swear upon my
Look
true
at the
name and
end,
soul.
And some are more just methodical and brutal.
On one hand, I want to believe you. On the other hand, that face.
Random and violent and feral, which is what I was doing.
All
I
right.
don't take oaths like this lightly.
All right. Good.
But the ones that use ribbons are typically the more
I'm still
dangerous
learning about all
ones.
these name things
I see.
as well.
Hmm.
To be fair, most people don't know
Also
their true
often,
names, so you're fine.
Often people
Well,
There's
I
just
can't
ways
say
of
my
finding
actual
them.
name anyways.
Hmm.
And it depends on what true name means for each person, because multiples.
Hmm.
That's truth.
I got to educate Mimikyu today.
Oh.
Not usually used.
Go on.
Do you remember the jar I sold to Leaky?
Use that for the more ranged stuff, and when people are up.
Wait, what?
As a joke, because I only use
The
swords.
jar that was at the strip club I used to work at.
Yeah, that's...
I sold that to
Oh.
Leaky.
It's a joke.
Yeah, that jar.
Oh.
He didn't know where
That's
that
definitely
came
true.
from. So I got to tell that story.
And because
It would be
of
interesting if the
Also,
sword
as you
too.
Oh, you
know,
poor soul.
it is, I can have it.
True.
Important stories now.
What I am, what my
It is an
people
important
are.
story for him specifically to know.
I suppose yes for you.
That said, if Leaky ever offers you any baked, like, pastries of any sort, politely say no.
Well, yes, of course. After the whole incident with the yogurt, I'm being very, very, very careful.
Fortune teller, at your service.
Okay, good.
Though he should hopefully be coming out of his hole to come to the wedding, so fingers crossed on that.
At your service.
They're made with
Alright.
Twinkies.
Has someone go to the medical bay in its fullest?
Yes, dear.
Don't ask questions you want the answer to.
Has someone go to the medical bay at its fullest?
Yes, dear. Yes. Everything. Did
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Did they not give you a tour before?
Back then,
Did Nikolai not?
Just
I see.
I don't think so. I think it was just the main the lobby.
I see. Well, yes, feel free. The storage room in the back is a bit... Well, it is obviously very full. It just does not look it. Just be careful of the cold storage they have there. Some blood for people and whatnot.
Yeah.
Not have a lingering curse on me when I'm already being haunted by fate.
My little spell tag.
Black and white scales.
pregnant.
Oh my god, is his work done?
Enterprise,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that was a shock for me.
Got your work done.
Yes.
You sound so tired. Of course it is.
Well, after 10,000 years, you're free. Try not to conquer Earth.
I don't.
No, like an actual slingshot.
He was just discussing about inviting his patron as a courtesy, and considering we are inviting your father, hopefully he will be fine with that.
I didn't invite my father.
No?
There's always that one person, but
No sickness, disease.
Let's be honest, whether he has an invitation or not, he's going to show up.
Well, true, but it is at least good to, say that you tried.
without falling over.
I could, but what exactly has he done for me?
Yeah. When they unlock the brain cell.
I suppose it is very frustrating, but still, fathers.
That's the funny thing.
The moment that they
If I could invite, if I could invite Suzumiya-sama, I would, but
I mean, technically, you could just write the invitation.
I suppose.
Listen,
I not thought of that.
The will and wish to invite someone is honestly more than enough. The fact that you can't actually invite them, you know, that falls to the wayside. You never know when some entity might actually grant your wish.
Hence why I
Gods have
sent
granted
a
me.
invitation to the Stellards.
Also, hence why I asked for permission to invite Lady Fortuna.
Yes.
Invite whoever you wish.
Yes, we are infinite kami, so that includes the other deities.
I was mentioning to Kise before we should find some time to go over final details. Only because I did ask about prayers that might be important to Kise's culture and who she is. For that she might want to perform for the wedding. I also would like to know if there's any particular purification ritual that you would want for the wedding as well. Because I know usually the purification ritual is done for the 4 elements. Sometimes people do it to the 4 directions. Sometimes, you know, I just want to know the particulars for you instead of trying to make something that's just generic that I found somewhere.
Oh well, we don't really have anything like that.
Outside of the opposite.
Outside of what I have to do, it's pretty much a party.
Parties are fun.
Understood. Then I can cut out a number of things and try to work in a couple more. Understood.
Very much looking forward to it.
Like I said, I do my best to honor both of you because this is your day. I never want to leave anything out. I am going to make the minor assumption that there's no one giving away the bride.
No, that is not something we would normally do, at least as far as I know.
Understood. Mark that off. Alright. Okay. So
I'm too expensive to be given away.
True. True.
I have managed to
In any case, I'm trying to think if there's any other questions I wanted to ask. Oh, right. How are you?
Oh, I think she's just food orientated.
Alive.
Always a good thing. Always a good thing.
And apparently very busy.
That is what I was telling him.
Well,
One of those moments that I think
I'm hoping you're having some help at the very least. Trusted family
To a
member,
degree.
good friend of the family, a Thane.
Yeah, that's the part that scares me.
There's someone at the village I can trust that's keeping an eye on things while I'm not there.
Specialized ones.
Understood. Note to self, hire secretary. In any case. Kidding.
No, that's exactly what she would want.
Huh?
This work for you is always good.
Yes?
You did not know?
Okay.
Oh, right, hold on.
Oh.
So, long story short, there was a period... long story short, I met an energy source that could talk back, and it said, "Hey, by the way, you look like you could change further." And I'm like, "No, I'd rather not. Too bad. I'm basically changing energy based off of change. So poof, please don't. Oh, too bad. I am now in a crystal cocoon. 2 to 3 weeks later, I come out, and instead of being a beautiful butterfly, I'm this."
Slightly more old Ludwig.
Is your bird okay? Or is he
Oh
still an
yeah, they're
alcoholic?
fine. They're still an
What?
alcoholic. They're still okay.
Okay. How's
My
life with
only
its
issue is
arms?
that annoying because the
That
best I can do
happened.
is have them mimic the
Also,
upper arms,
apparently,
because
there
if I
is
try to
some
do
eldritch
anything
being going around looking
on,
like Alice's old form for some reason. So we are supposed to,
Okay.
if we see them, stop them.
They've warned me.
Okay.
So a
never mind.
quick banish spell then.
Large hole in my torso that goes all the way
Potentially,
Did
I
somebody
believe he is
check
trying
his
to find them. I
The aesthetic.
am not
Jaden,
certain.
security question.
People keep on sticking their gosh darn hands into it without asking.
Hold that thought, Joe. Yes, what's up?
I don't think about that.
Did someone check his weapon?
I'm not sure. I will go deal with that.
Thank you, darling.
It is. That is a good question. Yes, I saw him with the sword earlier. I just wasn't sure.
Or whether it is actually there, it is best to know. I did not think of that.
So far, the only member of security I've seen is Jaden
Can I ask a
and
True.
Rika, but I don't know if Rika has noticed the large individual.
You know, that's
Yes, they're busy with story time.
Depends on what you mean by the Umbra. There are several things
No.
that can be considered
about the situation
Umbra.
with the situation with Umbra. You know,
Okay.
remember her?
No, yes. What's up?
Mhm.
I think this is another conversation. I can say.
So much paperwork that I have you doing this time.
Then let's go.
I know some concerning things around the village.
Sure.
Like,
Send me a text at some point. I got a new phone, so hopefully I'll be able to answer it.
Of course.
Oh, wait, actually, here's my new business card. That way you can call me. It's a new number. Considering, again, my old phone decided to grow legs and walk away. Yeah.
Wait,
I'm going to assume that's also literal.
Sorry for today.
It's very similar to
Oh, I'm fine.
Kise, if I remember the term
Just a
correctly.
few bumps and scratches.
Skumogami.
Nothing that's going to stick.
That's the word. I keep on stumbling over it for some reason.
it's so strange being able to. No, I've only met Scratch.
Sick.
It's a relationship.
Had a talk with him. It's there, but not there.
Build connections.
So it was checked at security then.
Yeah.
So, see you guys in a bit. I have a
I
conversation.
haven't been keeping you long.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. It's, I'm told the owners, like...
How long has he been like that?
I met him like that.
Something about the owner being a...
No, he's been like that for at least several weeks. Perhaps a month. He was like that when we asked him to be our officiant.
I also haven't seen him in that time.
Not in your mind.
True, he has not been around that
Like,
much.
He had only 2 arms and 3 eyes the last time I saw him.
There.
And now he's got 4 arms, 5 eyes, and apparently a giant gaping hole in his chest.
I mean,
I've seen.
little pile over there.
Yes, well, everyone seems to be changing their form every so often, so... Ludwig lost a couple arms, he gained a couple arms. It is hard to keep up with, Jaden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. How about we just go right over there?
Apparently there's.
You have the look of a trouble.
Quiet here, for at least for the most part.
Indeed.
Normally is.
Although, Ellis did ask us if we see someone that looks like his
Walking
previous
around
body,
like him, it's an eldritch entity, and we should
Okay, you already know.
stop
okay.
at all costs. Yes.
I do not know the exact, so
I
the
was
stop it at all costs, or try to contain it so it can get to Ellis or something. I do not know. What does he wish?
Isekai version of him dealing with an Ultratar.
Well, yes, but what he would wish us to do besides... Do we get rid of it? Do we hold it for him to deal with?
Detain.
Detain.
I subdue.
I see.
Okay.
He has his old body.
Apparently we have pirates around the village.
Oh,
was it not... Wait, new ones? Or... So not the people that visited their ancestors?
My dear, there are a vast number of pirates across the various
Which is what I
planes.
was asking.
No, it is not. They don't recognize the flag, and they all have a very long memory.
Lovely.
On top of that, there's apparently undead running around the island.
Also, hi, Chrono. Yes, I got that. Wolf,
really is
thank
all
you.
happening
I'm sorry,
at
I'm not
once,
getting
isn't
pings in my head.
Sure.
That's weird.
They're dealing
Apologies.
with it, but it's attacking the other smaller villages.
Undead, Draugr, vampires, zombies.
Spirits, draugrs, zombies. If it was once living, it is apparently also on the island.
Great.
Wonderful. At least everything seems quiet enough around here. See, this is
mostly uneventful, which
yes.
isn't always a bad thing.
Yes, which means you do not have to worry about headaches here. So enjoy it while you can.
I spend most of my day tracking the source. Couldn't find anything. Though it has ravaged the burial tombs and grave sites we have sprinkled around the island.
That is worrisome.
So how are you?
Thought that was your job.
What was my job?
You said something about getting a sword.
Yes.
Been a minute.
I need to go do that. I haven't done that yet. Because I don't know how far spread. If it has reached my family's tomb, then I'm going to have a lot bigger of an issue getting the sword than I had initially anticipated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I certainly hope that's not the case.
Okay, no. I remember
Yes.
now. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Said children are almost a year old now.
Congratulations.
2 of them are biologically mine.
Oh, what? Huh?
Alright, they're catching up.
Something Kitsune biology.
Fair.
But they're still my kids.
No. Understandable.
Yeah.
Listen, you're talking to somebody who people joked that when I was half dragon, my horde was children.
Fair enough. Mocha's also got 3 other kids with Echo. The harpy maid that works here with the blue feathers. Hey, Saris.
Hi there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy for y'all.
I need to stand in the middle of things.
Living in a wing of their estate. We have our own
Fish
wing.
good too. Salmon's my favorite.
Although to be fair, when I grow vegetables, I take
Too much standing. I already did my work. Asha's officially a member of my team now. Okay, God, is taken care of, even though, well, you were not there to do the proper rituals, but I had to do me sogi anyway.
There's a lot of things that make things taste better that doesn't have any actual
Yes, I'm sorry.
scientifically, chemically proven.
I'm just glad you're finally out and about. I was not expecting to see you tonight at all. Thought you were going to be stuck under all that work.
Well, I thought it was going to take much longer.
Animals, definitely. Animals, definitely. I don't know about.
But I was urged to
Animals, definitely.
I mean, we pump music.
take a break. By two very persistent bodyguards of mine.
I see you listen to them, but not to me.
I think the yolk has more flavor to it when they're happy.
No, they had to force me to stop. Because they threatened to tell you.
But were they actually chemically?
So.
I was gonna say, I'm here now.
It was either risk their wrath or yours, so I chose to not risk yours.
I see.
Relax, get him to relax again, so.
No, I mean,
he seems to like me already, so.
Even though the matter at hand is rather important, however, valid points were made. I knew by just the sound that you were pouting.
Because you have to worry about my wrath first and foremost, and not just wanting to enjoy my company.
You know, that is not what I meant. You know, any day of the week, I would rather be spending my time with you than to be dealing with work.
But yeah, I mainly do hunting as a means of bringing balance to an ecosystem.
Sometimes I'm just not so certain, that is all.
Well, if I ever want you to see my home, I have to deal with the undead plaguing it, my dear.
Yes.
Everything and constantly shit on.
Undead and pirates.
Please, the pirates are nothing.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's a nice guy, but we motherfucker.
Sure, they have cannons. We have more men.
Hi, Frozen.
Well, more experienced men.
What are you talking about? That's the OG logo.
And our ships are smaller. They don't see us coming at night.
Oh, I don't have a problem with him. I just.
I suppose.
Sometimes, but he knows that. I think everybody thinks he's an idiot sometimes.
You just need to get some undead specialists, and you're all set. Delegation, my love.
Oh no, he's not a mean person, and I'm not mean to him.
Sure.
Kind of like a lovable idiot, I'd say. Or appreciative idiot.
That little psycho claw thing he does is kind of annoying in the middle of fights.
Psycho claw?
Long story short, he's a blue
I think we're thinking of a different Cody.
Maybe.
Does he wear Tetranodon armor?
The only
That doesn't
thing
make
I
it weird.
even found out was some of these undead were exhibiting signs of sentience to a degree.
Yes.
They're not just shambling undead.
Alright. Are we talking a bit more about, like, Mika-san, or... What are they?
No,
Ghouls,
these
wraiths?
these undead have a glow to them.
Oh hey, the
One that looks similar to... They're being controlled, is the conclusion we've drawn.
Not sure that they make armor that fits.
By who, we don't know.
I got a nice set of armor because I thought it
Dealing with a necromancer.
That is a possibility.
Well, that seems to be like the number one thing. If someone is controlling undead, generally they are known as a necromancer, yes?
Yes, however, this is unique. Normally, if a necromancer is involved, the undead are generally ordered. But that's all it is. Blasted flux. The undead being controlled by a necromancer don't generally show independence.
If need be, I'll get someone I can trust to look over
I
him for a
see.
short time while I rest up.
Which is why we're confused at what it could be.
If I want to, it's just exhausting.
So, I have a.
There's situations where underlings, soldiers decide to follow their lord after death sort of thing.
And has even gained sapience.
Oh my god, what
She is her own person.
If that's the case, then I have a lot of undead who followed the old Jarl walking around my island that are now sentient.
You notice the...
centuries without eating or sleeping?
As I said, all of the burial tombs we came across had been affected.
I only need a couple hours of sleep because cat, but I need a fuck ton of food because of my healing.
You had not dealt with anyone in your past that could do such a thing?
Me, no. That is, this kind of magic, you can feel it, it's powerful.
Any of your... well...
I have speeches that talk to you all.
I have a Varios, a Lucifer.
Any of your friends from back then may know of anything?
Any of my friends back then I can't count on, because if it's the Kari group is a hit and miss. Ryder has been through a lot and was part of the academy. He didn't pay attention to the little Kari town. Same with Victor and Ellie. Outside of having to deal with us, they didn't go out of their way to visit outside a few.
Unreasonably ravenous when wearing it.
What about the other one from Kari? He looked a bit magical.
Well, he's technically undead. That would require a trip to potentially Dragonspire. Though, I doubt he would know anything either.
One of those undead may know undead sort of things, just an idea.
So all of this glowing on my markings that you see, that's key. That's me having the key barrier up.
I usually rely on mage armor if I need armor.
I really only use psionics. Then again, the only psionics I use is clairvoyance. It's how I see everything around me.
A shield made from your soul, your own inner power.
Funny thing, it's mostly keeping an eye on low-key right now with it.
It's basically you force your body to do things that it normally shouldn't be able to because you will it to. Yeah.
I suppose it's best not to talk about work. When you just finished it for the day, right?
Well, you and I both know I'm going to constantly mull this over.
In due time. Again, he was just born today, so.
I might need to be guided there. I don't know. Maybe I'll let Vex.
Well, we have to watch after our people, my dear.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
as to why I'm not a great fan of some of the people in the grip.
But I don't even know if you're doing that here, doing that back there. What is the point?
I understand if you have your problems, but I don't really want to listen to someone just
Oh.
talking trash about something I.
If I don't take this seriously, I will be the Jarl of nothing.
I'm not saying not to take it. I'm not saying not to take it seriously.
I know you're not.
Positive subject, please.
That was more for me.
You think you're not taking it seriously?
Yeah, so I'm sure you've.
My dear, I haven't taken my village seriously for 25 years. And to them, I haven't taken it seriously for over 300.
Perfect species that specialized hunters, etc., etc.
So I'm one of those people that even if there's a species that
I truly do not understand that entire situation.
I'm like, okay, well, if it attacks me, it attacks me. If it has a conversation, I'll see where it goes.
I never wanted to be Jarl.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, funny thing, I actually.
I was never a fan of politics.
So I don't have to have the inconvenience of acid blood hurting anyone around me.
That's good.
Yeah. Makes things easier when it comes to medical treatment.
Definitely.
So I was more than happy to try to push it off onto my sister, but she refused. I was the one who defeated the Jarl to protect our clan. I was the one who had to take over, blah blah blah.
Non-humans run by humans
I
getting
knew that we were on that. Oh dear. Doing alright. It's good to get off the feet. I'm very busy.
You know, fair enough, fair enough.
Not all of us can just levitate like you.
Plants all over the place. Again, I just don't want to leave plants all over the place. Wherever I step, little plants start growing. It's the reason why I can't wear shoes.
Oh yes, I would suppose that would be.
Constantly crushing them.
Yes. At least you're not some sort of druid or something like that, hearing them scream as you step on them. I bet Celine has to deal with that.
I mean, they vanish a little bit later, so I think they're just constructs of energy, but at the same time, I'd rather not risk it. I've accidentally ruined one person's carpet.
Oh.
That is a very fair when someone
Huh?
at
Well, they last, then they are a bit more than constructs of energy.
that will
It's not that they last, it's they take root and then vanish.
Oh. Yes, no, do not do that. With the carpet here, Mona would be very upset.
That's why I'm hovering.
Just from seeing that.
Fair enough.
Like, there's a small part of me that feels like I should just take the, suffer and then wear some kind of sandals or something.
You actually seem like a very kind gentleman.
Yeah, who wants the responsibility of politics? I suppose that is fair.
Anything I can do to assist, or anything else that you might want to talk about before I go set up our meeting for next time?
Yeah. As most men should be.
I don't know.
You just talk to them and
Do you have any idea about? Do you have any understanding of sentient undead?
A few? I've met a few. I dated one once.
Of course you did.
It was a long while.
You want this back? You want it back?
The undead on my island are exhibiting signs of as if they're being controlled by a necromancer. However, they're showing sentience beyond normal necromancy.
So, do they speak? Communicate?
They speak a very dead language for most people.
Okay. Is there someone who's able to understand them?
Me.
Oh.
Old Norse, I believe, is what you all refer it to.
Are they ancestors? People you once knew?
Yes. Everyone who has died on that island has been brought back to life.
Just screams when they see me.
Old adversaries, old.
Turns out if a cyber wraith isn't
At least an undead. That's Joe for you. He's been around the block.
Didn't think about that.
What?
Yeah, so
Everyone that was buried on that island is now.
gifts back, I
Oh.
figured it wasn't you because that was very
Oh.
abrupt and felt like a
You still have to
personal
get your
attack.
sword, don't you?
Not just that. I thought I brought that up as well. Your uncle and mother.
Are they...
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Why would Peck not?
Like I said,
Are
I
they
figured it
attacking?
wasn't you, so I did.
They are attacking anyone who comes near them, yes.
A couple other people that
Frida.
if you do weird negative shit that seems off,
Mm.
don't take it seriously.
I didn't leave her to her clan, I brought her back home.
You know, what scares me more is when someone
far,
is very...
She's buried on my island.
And Daisy.
I never really met anyone that
But
scares
Tao
me.
She's buried in my tomb.
because they were busy helping you.
There's some emotions I lack at times.
Do you have any idea who might be doing this to the undead?
His former
We have no
fiance.
leads, no, we just know that they're
Frida.
coming back. They are sentient, and they are violent.
So I have a couple of theories off the top of my head, but that's only because I haven't seen anything.
Let's do that.
On the first part, considering that it's doing the entire island and a lot of them at once from the sound of it, and how intelligent they are, that would require someone a little bit higher tier than your average necromancer. So it would
Lich.
either or some manner of deity class entity.
That has crossed my mind as well.
So you wouldn't happen to have upset or garnered the attention of some manner of deity of the dead, perhaps?
Hell, Loki, let's see, who else?
Isn't Hell Loki's daughter?
Yes. I've pissed them both off. Let's see, Odin. Most of the Aesir. I still have favor with Freya, for whatever that's worth.
Well, these
Tyr.
don't sound like Einherjar, so I don't think the Aesir would be behind it.
No, but they're crafty.
I'm not saying they're not. How's your relationship with Mimir?
Actually, believe it or not, he's the only one I don't think I've seen.
Off topic, but I was trying to think I might be addicted to
You would probably be the one who would be best in the know if he's allowed to speak about it. Either that or the Norn.
Yes, but I try to avoid even go looking for them.
unusual for someone like me to have it, you know?
What I've heard, that is probably a good idea.
Yeah. As much as they would have the easy answer, so long as you have the proper questions, sometimes it's not the best way to go about it. But I'm just spitballing, unfortunately.
No, they're seen as malevolent, but also benevolent.
They
And
are
it's-
their own force.
Yes.
We have too much on George. She keeps finishing my sentences.
Hi,
Assuming what I'm gonna say.
Well, pissing off the Norse gods isn't too hard. And they've kind of fucked him over a few times, so it's just mostly payback at this point.
Try to do that, then it's like she has the even higher advantage.
Is this going to... This sounds really odd, but is this going to affect the wedding preparations? Because you have to
No.
take care of this.
I don't know, I just think she's like I don't know, she's like a master
No, it won't. I will get my sword at any cost.
Okay.
This will not be delayed.
Not any.
Mm,
That is the entire point.
May I accompany?
I know she doesn't. I think she's just very good at.
As much as I would love to say yes, this is quite literally something I have to do myself.
She has a very
The getting the sword part.
general intellect.
Oh,
so
listen, I won't help you get the sword. I just want to take a peek at the necromantic energies going about empowering the undead in order to maybe get a couple of answers.
I could probably capture one.
The old game intelligence cube.
Fair enough.
My brain just went.
True.
Specimen, so to
Need
speak.
him to survive for the wedding.
My island has been shut off for quite some time, and they're still getting used to
Got it.
new people.
No, last thing I ever want to do is intrude on a closed community.
I am trying to slowly integrate them into, I suppose, the greater Metaverse, as it's called. Well, they've seen far stranger things compared. But they are still very violent towards outsiders because of the orders I gave them a very long time ago.
Understandable.
I think I said the word manipul.
Always complicated.
Am I having a stroke?
You know what life isn't.
I have an accent so hard.
Mm.
So hard.
I was hoping not this one.
I became like a stroke.
Well, you're not letting him go through it alone. I know that much for sure.
No, of course not.
While they are being raised by some form of very powerful magic, I can say that they are themselves not enhanced. Only what they would have had seemingly
This is a
in
very
life do they
long-standing character.
have.
That plays! Ooh.
I love the hair.
Oh, it is her. You know, I'm
Excuse me.
thinking, wait.
Indeed. Hello, darling! It has been too long!
I'll see what I can't come up with, but if
Ooh.
you get a sense.
Love it.
I'll send word.
Wait, do I know you?
Kisagawa, Kise?
You understand.
Ooh. Have you not seen my flesh golem?
What? What? You absolutely tiny.
Oh goodness, has it been that long? It's hard to tell. Yes, darling, this is my flesh
The
golem.
only time I've seen you was at the beach last.
Oh. Orlando Soccer, at least once. I don't remember whether I was in the flesh golem at that point or not. I suppose it hasn't been that long, has it not? Yes, flesh golem, so I can eat things and touch things. Other things.
Miss Blaze?
Yeah, what's up?
My gods, it's been a while. It's good to see you.
That is what I was saying.
Oh, likewise. Listen,
Please.
I don't do too well with the whole like, oh, it's been so long type thing.
Of course.
You know, just
yeah. I mean,
how is the business?
I haven't stopped working.
Good enough. It's a bit of an off season, you know. After during spring, it tends to pick back up. People have more money to spend, all of that. But it's been okay. Goodness.
Wonderful.
You know, I can't complain.
Very glad to hear
Actually,
that.
since the last time we talked, I've been I actually started my own little shop. Been helping out people who can't. Yep.
No
Working on
kidding.
synthetics. Yep. I help synthetics that can't really afford to get maintenance done out of Zafira, and I basically anyone who just needs engineering work and can't afford it, I assist them with it. I pay for the resources and then expenditures by my other jobs that I have.
And you do it like out of your own pocket kind of thing?
Yeah.
Must be nice being loaded like that.
I'm not loaded. It took I pretty much operated at a loss, believe it or not. I barely break even.
Darling, it is called donations.
Seems whatever is happening is
I-
affecting everything.
I'm an independent woman. It's hard. I don't like.
Even
getting
independent women need their own income. That is why I have my business.
I have my own income. I work 3 jobs. This one
Coming
included.
from that, I have a student under me now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got
interesting.
my license to teach, so young gal, barely 18.
Huh?
Oh, nice.
Fucking go.
Exciting.
Good to hear.
Yeah, young alchemist came over. They decided to want to learn. So
An alchemist.
That's
Interesting. Mm-hmm. I just got an alchemist on my
and
team.
apparently they come from an old an old family culture type thing of like smithing is also like tied intricately with the whole smithing thing. They have all these kinds of raiments and chemicals that they use in their smithing. I'll admit, she taught me a few things. You know, an old head like me and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Exciting. That is lovely to hear. Look at you, moving up, becoming a sage. Sage of your craft.
I don't know about that one. It's more of a, I've been moving sideways, if anything, you know? Since
I would not say
since
so.
I retired, per se.
Well, at least you're
At
moving.
least you're not standing still.
Well, yeah, isn't that the point?
How you doing,
Fair
Donald?
enough. Nice seeing you again.
Ew.
Hmm.
I hope things
We just have a proper
Yeah, I had some
shrine
free time
now.
and I was
As do I, but that doesn't seem like
shrine like one you play at.
Yes.
if I can help.
A nice big one out in the forest. I got over a forest now. The yokai around need the proper kami.
keep that in mind, but
We have a big estate now. Me, Jaden, Sigurd. We're getting married soon.
engineering can help this issue.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, darling. It's very exciting. But so much work, so much work.
Don't say it too loudly. These spots have a tendency to just ruin these types of plans, I swear. You say it too loud and then suddenly there's a giant hole that rolls up to your, like, the ball the day before and stuff like that. You know how
Oh,
it is.
we're already dealing with a bit of problems, but we're making sure it doesn't go into the wedding.
Bye.
A good idea.
Mortality rate for infants back home is, well, high.
Wait, what?
I was saying good night.
Thus far,
Oh, I heard good idea. Sorry.
I see. Good idea.
listen, I've only had one wedding that I've officiated get attacked. I plan to leave it at that number.
Yes, you better.
Boy.
Hmm.
Oh yes, I'm officiating.
Oh, that means you've never been to the guild hall before. Welcome, welcome.
Right.
It is officially
I'll be
done.
honest, it took me, if I actually took my pride a bit more seriously, I would say that this place is not that easy to find, surprisingly.
Well, yes, there's probably a reason for that.
I actually
Thornwell
had to
is
leave my
something.
bike, actually, like, away, because it couldn't fit in most of the trees, so,
Ah. Understood, which is surprising, but I thought you'd at least appreciate that at least most of the people around here are almost your height.
my bike
Orcs
is,
and whatnot.
My bike is kind of my size, so it doesn't fit very well in most trails, unless it's on the road.
Understandable.
Just a little.
I suppose you do need to set up for that.
How's the hobby been?
Extremely busy. Luckily got him out of the estate and all of his work to come out for a bit. Politics, setting up for the wedding, all these different things coming together and... Well, yes, he's a Jarl.
I, don't know what that means.
Oh, he's the leader of his island.
Oh.
It is complicated, yes.
Kise.
I guess you,
Yes,
I
yes.
guess you don't have a...
Ah, lovely to see you again, dear.
Then?
Oh no, of course not.
Lovely seeing you again, as I said. You take care.
Likewise.
Somewhat impressive.
Yes, don't have to worry about that, but that is mostly from my own business. That is still booming for the most part. Have some wholesale deals. And the flesh golem very much helps me transmute much more Kizami at a time.
Gotcha. Alright.
Yes, dear.
Do you think that's good for getting ice out of a bomb?
I would assume.
Is that a what?
They had
Ice out of bones.
Oh.
viewed as monsters.
Ice and
I've
bones.
been frozen for about 10,000 years in stasis. I am still getting it out.
Oh.
As you can hear.
That is a good question. Alex is not currently around.
I think in the modern day type thing, I don't know. You could just, what are you exactly? Are you synthetic?
No, I was human, still technically human, but it's hard to explain.
You're human.
Usually is.
You're
Oh my god.
you're the whole size of a house.
Yeah,
A little tired, a little sore.
Okay. Listen, if you can go to a hospital or something, they can probably shoot you with like little doses of waves to get that out of you. Otherwise,
Yes, actually, I do have a list of hospitals that we partner with that I can get you that have much better equipment for that sort of thing. We have it smaller.
go take a vacation in the Bahamas.
That's potential.
The weather's quite good.
Because I was going to mention the biggest problem that I'm dealing with is the fact that because of how my bones are structured, it's hard for anything to penetrate them, like heat-wise. So it takes a very long time for this to get out.
We do have some flesh crafters in my department. Though neither are currently here, so we'd have to make an appointment for that, assuming. But in the meanwhile, I could potentially point you towards...
Technically I'm human, but it's a long and difficult thing to explain because I don't
That's how it tends to go.
what my name is, I don't have to say what I am, and we don't do that in my culture, like, at all.
I mean, sure, homeboy. Like it's. I was just asking because you're bigger than me, and I'm kind of like no offense to anybody, but I'm kind of one of the big ones out of here. So.
Very true.
Decently large. Good muscle structure, by the way.
Yeah, lots of work behind that.
Oh yeah, I can tell. Good shit.
Yes, I can offer you at least a list of the hospitals that may be able to take a look at things and may have some flesh crafters. Or if you wish to speak to our flesh crafters, I would suggest, if you can, make an appointment for next week, and I can see if either of them can be here. Lovely. Of course.
And you can call me Hammer. It's a nickname. It's the only name that they let me go by.
Hammer. Understood.
So like a hammer, like that.
Yep.
Pretty close.
You know, I believe it.
And when I get it right, I can take a
I'm Blaze.
Nice to meet you.
Andrew's getting hungry, and that's going to be an issue at a certain point.
Yeah, we don't particularly say our actual names because where I come from, that's how we initiate marriage.
Oh, one of those types, I see.
Well, don't worry about that. I don't swing in any way whatsoever. So you're fine.
She swings a hammer, but not that kind.
Yeah, I'm a smith. So.
And I'm only into the same gender,
If
so.
that happens, I would understand,
Oh.
even though I.
Yeah, no, I'm into making things. Go figure that out.
I like breaking things.
That seems to be a
Well,
trend
so
for
yeah,
most of the people around.
At least you, I guess at least you give me business. There's that to be said. Anyway.
Yes, you can put away a few business cards here. But not that many. We actually have very few go and break things most of the time. This is the one guild where we do not.
Well, I mean,
I can
it's
still
not given.
feel it in my bones, and it's not fun because freezing my ass, because of how they built us, they have to freeze at minus 200.
Blood coming out of the freezer.
So we are frozen. Big time, big block of ice, nothing
Ooh.
else.
There's random blood.
Sounds terrible.
Big block of ice, stuck in a wall for about 10,000 years. They'll do some numbers on you.
No one knows.
No,
Can we?
being stuck in
Can
any
I, like,
box.
ask why?
But is it normal?
I was really injured, society collapsing, you know, big war, all that kind of stuff.
I feel like Mona's blood would have interesting properties.
They forced me so I could slowly heal without dying.
Okay. I mean, to each their own, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, hey, society collapsing is never a good thing, so that's how it goes.
Well, no, I wasn't talking on that front, really. I'm just saying, like, you know, you got frozen after society collapsing, and then you'll heal, like in this place specifically. It's kind of a.
Cooking much, so I make some tea and that's it. So.
Oh, you're a newcomer. Okay, I get you. Well, don't yell at Vera. That's my.
Agreed. Very much agreed.
It's a shit show. It's a. Listen.
Agreed so much.
Take it from somebody who's been nearby for a long time. There's a lot of good people that are in that city that are trying their best to solve every issue there is, okay? But the corruption runs so damn deep that you can't uproot it anymore. So, like I told a bunch of my friends a while ago, pack your bags, take your family, your kids, and get the fuck out. But some people are so attached to the damn place they don't want to leave.
What about that whole lead a horse to water thing I've heard in the common tongue?
I couldn't imagine being in a situation like that myself.
From potential crime talking.
But I'm a little bit privileged because of how my society ran things, I guess. We didn't have those problems.
He has plausible deniability.
I suppose. Wait, you've not been around. We do not get you stuck here up front. Hello, Michael. Remember, have you met please?
No. No, you're very tall.
Yeah, I guess so. I was one of the original tall ones. If you want to go that way.
Oh, did everyone catch up to you?
I can't. Listen, okay?
Trendsetter.
I had a friend called Galdir, alright? Real tall.
Oh, he comes around every so often.
Alright? I used to be the biggest one around, like 5 years back. And then eventually, people caught up. People started fucking being stretched or something. Real wild.
I've heard about
He's quite
that.
tall.
It's apparently like second puberty. That's what I heard. Some people.
That sounds terrible, and I'm glad I never went through it.
See, the thing that got really weird was that people got stretched up, but they didn't get any, like, bigger, right? It didn't work out or anything, so they just got bigger. Like,
That's a growth
someone
spurt.
actually took them and just... like that.
That sounds uncomfortable and unpleasant.
Yes, at least I got large because it is a different body entirely. Or an actual body, I suppose.
I mean, you're more like normal size as opposed to being the size of
Yes, exactly. Even though technically, I suppose
I
don't know if the Topaz Dragon made it smaller.
Do you eat normal food? I need to ask this of everyone now. I always get surprised.
Oh, I'm a clockwork synthetic. I don't eat.
See, this is why I ask.
Yes, yes. Oh, are you going to be making something good? Are you going to be making something good?
I don't think I can make anything right now. I'm kind of tapped out. I've been making a lot of your
Oh, right.
things.
I keep
I can
telling
make
you,
tea.
you do not need it to go too difficult. We are going to have plenty of caterers to work under you. You don't make everything ahead of
A
time.
menu.
Oh,
I'm
cut that from
That's
menu.
what I'm doing.
I see. Well, do not
If I'm
overdo
making all the
yourself before
food
the
at
wedding, dear.
once, I know Angel would have
Oh, hello,
a
welcome.
very stern talk with me. Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Are you new?
hey guys.
This is my first time coming here. I have
Hmm.
heard of this place, but not been yet.
Oh, there's a person that likes doing
Oh,
tours.
who?
Where's? Oh,
Where?
there's Roland.
I have no idea.
Ah, lovely.
The small rat person.
I suppose if you want a proper tour, you can ask him to join with that as well, but...
I mean, I'm not here for your amenities, I suppose you could say. I'm just here to say hello.
Oh. Well, that is part of the amenities, obviously. Honey?
Yeah, sure.
You may call me back.
You're a blaze.
It is lovely to meet you.
What's up, husband?
Close.
I am back.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
I'm tired. How about
Shit,
yourself?
I'm tired.
The first
my ponytail caught on fire due to chemical
Hey, do
problem,
you
I
say
should
the
say.
shedding like how people say first haircuts?
How's
Like
that,
first
how's that?
clippings?
Oh, you poor darling.
We gathered a little bit.
Very much enjoy the ponytail, but I do
okay.
like the short hair as well.
Fire with fire alongside.
Can you make a new one?
Actually remade because
Oh, so it's
I was
like a
actually
cultural
bald for
thing.
a while.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Anyways.
Oh, you poor dear.
It's kind of a big deal.
I was bald for a time.
Oh,
What?
My condolences.
I do not want to think about that.
I mean, I walked by lit candles.
I'll have you know, a lot of my clansmen
Michael,
are
you wanna see
also
a magic
bald.
trick?
Huh?
Well, that is good for them, but I'm not running my hands through their non-existent hair.
Oh, you're doing the thing again? You're doing the thing again.
Why does he do this to me?
It introduced me to an anime recently. She's been.
We're not
showing me
allowed to
anime
learn how to
slowly.
do that.
Have you heard of Beastars?
I already know how to do that.
Do not do that.
The main character.
I'm aware. Mocha's told me that.
This is what I have to deal with now.
And Poi.
Sometimes I just want.
And several other
I was in the
people.
grand scheme of things, it could be worse.
Yeah, it's like having to deal with countless undead ravaging your home and countryside.
Sounds like you speak from experience on that.
Yeah, it's a recent development from back home.
I mean, you deep fry anything.
It never stops for you people, doesn't it?
I wish it would. I really wish it would.
We were doing so well.
Making such delicious things.
Long as it does not mess up the wedding.
Say that's like the one thing they're very good at. It's making damn fine food.
Well, is it at least on the road to, like, getting fixed at all?
Like that's a one thing I see in a lot of various human cultures.
An effort is being made.
Still have to figure out the source. At the information gathering portion. As it usually is.
Well, I hope it solves itself. I hope you guys find the issue.
I very much
I'll be
wish so.
honest, I haven't been in contact with anything like that in a while, so I feel a lot. I
Good.
feel really disconnected from that sort of stuff.
That is for the best, honestly.
Well, I know I'm glad I took the decision. Like, I don't see people as much, but I don't need to wake up every damn morning thinking that one of my friends gonna have their leg blown apart by some necromancer roaming around, you know? It's give and take.
Yes. I would give anything to be able to do such.
We are going to get to that point.
And not give a damn about
Mm.
because it's just the way it is.
Someday.
A dog once introduced me to tomatoes.
But again, not about work, especially while we are here.
I love eating tomatoes.
We are going to speak to an old friend. So, have you made anything interesting with your new protege? She's a teacher now. She's an apprentice.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, it depends how you see things. It's been a lot of teaching. Not a lot of, not a lot of making things anything like innovation-wise. Not really. It's been more of a learning experience, let's say. They've only made small stuff for the most part. Like they're good, but you can tell that they're not used to working under pressure from clients that want something a specific way, and Lena or Ma and Pa are gonna be behind you to kind of just cover you if you make something bad.
Oh, I see.
So, you gotta tighten the belt a little bit on certain things, but it's been going okay.
Hmm.
Gotta get back to the pen to
I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, well you have fun.
Indeed.
If I do, if I can, I
Still need to figure out a better setting for your bike. She was telling me about it not being able to find a good place to park around here for her own, considering how large it must be.
There's just there's too many goddamn trees in the way. The roots are just in the way. Or maybe I didn't find the right road to come by, but like
No.
I decided to just walk the way here. It was easier.
That is honestly for the best.
When I take my bike, I have to walk here because of the trees.
Hmm.
See?
Considering the bloodvein vines are most probably sentient to some degree, that is still probably for the best.
Well, the fact that
That would be the least surprising thing today, that if a tree prevented me from doing something, to laugh at my expense. Okay? I could totally believe it.
Hmm.
I don't know if I would laugh at you, but I have seen the blood vines pick up and throw somebody.
Hmm.
Yeah, they probably saw my ass and were like, you know what, that one's gonna take too much effort. Let's just bother them instead.
Oh goodness. That was just Mona saying hello. Through her friends. They seem to have an agreement. Hmm. They react to her at least.
Nice.
Hmm. Oh, Nikolai's
Also,
here.
what about you? You've just been kind of standing there, just kind of squaring up for something.
No, I'm literally just standing here.
we were probably discussing some things we shouldn't have been at the guild.
Oh, again.
I mean, I can scoot if you want me to.
No, it is fine. They should not be doing that at all. Again, work. Not when we are here. We have our own jobs here, but they should not be that.
I mean, the two of you are my job.
True.
Yes, technically.
But
I
not
pay him.
here.
Well,
No,
yeah,
he's
I'm doing
still.
my other job.
He is also. He kind of gets a. I'm not as hard on him here, but he's still being paid.
True. Security.
Let's see, what's happened since the last time I saw you? I have kids. 4 of them.
My condolences. Anyways.
Oh, they're adorable, though.
Oh, I bet. I bet kids, I really like them when they're on a picture. Not so much when they're running around me and screaming.
I come here to escape my children.
Because that is why they have their own estate, and we have our own part of the estate.
It is a
And they have
few
their
hours
own
of
yard.
respite from their chaos.
Am I good to take a seat now?
Yeah, dear.
Oh, go for it.
Hmm?
Oh, Kise, well, I remember.
Yes, dear.
So, first shedding for the kids is coming up soon.
Oh.
It's kind of a big deal.
I see.
I'll be honest, big
What I'm
guy,
asking
I'm
is, are
surprised
you
you
gonna
didn't
be
just
okay
completely
if I
smash from
take
that
like
seat.
small amounts of their fur and burn it
Surprised
with
this suit
some
fits my
very
clothes
particular
close.
herbs?
Pretty comfy.
It is very much a cultural thing.
That's certainly fine on your side of the state. Obviously, do not burn anything down, because that is part of my job, is to make certain things do not burn down again.
The fire would be small.
And of course, dear.
It is
The real dog just fucking
just an
spoke to me.
important
I
cultural
need a
thing.
moment.
I see. I would just say, do not be surprised if some clumps of the fur disappear every so often. Some of the yokai very much like fur.
What are you?
They like soft things.
If they want to help with cleanup duty, I am not gonna complain. Because there's going to be a lot of fur.
They're the little,
I will let them know.
Okay.
little things that are inside
I'm just
the,
hoping
like
my
the
new
balls,
coat
right?
comes in before the
Those ones?
wedding.
Yes.
I certainly hope so. I can always see.
Here it's not the case here. They are allowed to roam as they choose.
He's also technically the librarian. He knows where all the books are and in what order.
I don't know. I've been told that those. I remember. No, I didn't. I read it in a pamphlet at some point. They said that the Pokemons are in the little balls and they're carried around like that. And I was like, that's kind of weird. It's like putting your dog in a box. But anyway.
Yes, other people in other places have a very barbaric and
Especially considering they're more sentient than general dogs.
a distasteful way
Well,
of
yeah, I've never
enslaving.
I've never had a dog or even like a salamander or anything like that actually talk to me. So that's new.
Yes,
I'm
it's...
actually using a translation amulet.
Mm.
So my outgoing
You know
voice
what?
is something you can understand.
Now that puts my whole existence into confusion. Every single time I met a dog, did they want to speak to me?
Oh, so you haven't met Peanut Butter?
Wait, you mean that fucking abomination? Yeah, I've met them.
Okay, so you have met Ludwig's skin. Got it.
That thing just disappears and appears out of nowhere. It goes through walls. It comes back. It's bigger. It's smaller. It
He's
does
a
noises.
fucking
It's
cryptid.
like
That certainly sounds like a child of Ludwig, yes.
Yeah, that I would say that checks
Ludwig,
out.
somehow Ludwig manages to always sound so fancy about everything, and then suddenly he's like, "Look at what I made." And it's like a book of dark magic that he found in god-awful nowhere, and he's like, it caused me issues, and I'm like, why do you have that? And he's like, well, it looked like it could be important, and I'm like, Ludwig, you told me at the Lotus you were gonna retire, you goddamn...
Oh no.
Ludwig's not gonna retire. He get bored in a week.
At least hope not, considering he's doing all music.
This man is going to go out the same way that he talked to me most of the time. It's gonna be flamboyant.
Baltzig is
and
cursed.
there's probably gonna be confetti around. It's gonna
That sounds like about what would happen to Ludwig.
Yeah, it sounds about accurate.
Hmm. Unfortunate. Oh, he's so
Listen,
busy.
I love the man. Okay, I love the man, but
Speaking of people she knows, was Gildy shorter?
Subject is a lot to go over, and it includes...
You know, I've heard whispers of Gildir being shorter.
Yes, you said it. You knew him a long time ago when you were talking about your height. Did he stretch?
What are we on about?
Gildir.
Oh yeah, Galdia before was like maybe this big.
Oh.
It's significantly shorter than he is now.
Yes, he was
when
around
when I met
a
him
month
at
ago?
the very first time that I met him, I was roughly about like 2 meters, 2 meters 10 on my first chassis, my original one. And eventually that got completely destroyed after the Zarus incident. The whole story is not even worth looking into.
No, I'm familiar with Zarus.
They built me another chassis so that it could be tougher. So this came back essentially. And Galdir was essentially my height. We were kind of like the designated back in the time of the Misty Shoal, if you can believe that.
Hmm.
There was two people in the front lines. There was me, and there was him.
Goodness. Oh, you've been so busy. It's strange to think he
I will
was that
say,
short.
he always had this pact with I don't exactly know how to explain it. It's like a forest spirit of some kind, but Galdia could switch position with that spirit and kind of like, he's there, it's somewhere else, and then it kind of takes its place for a moment. And that thing was ginormous. That thing was fucking enormous. Like it was about as big as I am now, essentially.
Oh.
I am familiar with. Galdir is.
Hmm.
What Galdir is a. I'm trying to find an accurate way of describing it in common.
He tried to explain it to me one time, and he told me he's supposed to be a spirit of well, how did he word it even the first time? I'm gonna end up saying the wrong thing. I could have sworn he told me it was like a spirit of like, just. No, you know what? I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna fumble that whole thing.
Hmm.
Hello,
Is it not melody?
Would you like some tea?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's black tea. How many sugars? I know you like a lot, but is there a difference? Yes. Okay.
Actually, I might have a, if I may,
Sure.
you guys have like warm, like room temperature water?
I can get it.
It's for my systems.
I can get that. Would you like some tea, Sigurd?
I'm fine, thank you.
Alright. Mimikyu? I don't know if you drink tea or not. Okay. How many sugars?
0.
Ah.
Okay. Here you go.
I can smell the amount of sugar that was put in there. Pretty sure that'd give a human diabetes.
No, well, Galdir's always been a bit of an enigma, if I'm honest. I've known him for as long as I've been around, and the guy's always been kind of just cryptic enough that everybody's kind of raising an eyebrow.
That checks out.
If you have
Most Norsemen are.
a tall glass, it should be good enough.
Okay. We have glasses of all sizes, if you can tell by the chairs and stuff, so it can be as big as your hand.
That sounds good. I just thought you had a lot of large folks. I'll be honest.
We do.
We do.
That or your decorator is a very weird way of. Well, no, I'm gonna skip on that comment.
Also, yes, though.
It's two reasons. One, we have a lot of large people, and two, we're currently inside a Banshee's domain, and she tends to warp things. That is a good mistress.
Banshee like a ghost?
Yes.
Yes.
You met Mona, did
Okay,
you not, back at the beach?
I don't think she
I'll
did.
be honest. I thought she was just a spirit.
Ah.
I offered to make them a tombstone that one time. You know.
Yes, no, that's our guild mistress.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
It was quite a long time ago, back on the beach.
I feel like that would be an interesting conversation.
That wasn't. Oh god, that was a while ago.
I mean, she told that like she was restless and all that. I was like, do you want a tombstone? I can make you a tombstone. You know.
Well, she has this place, I suppose.
There is so much work to be done.
Always.
Well, yeah. The first thing you guys should do is straighten out those carpets. What even happened here?
Honestly, dear, we tried every single time during the reconstruction, and they just keep going back there. I believe it is Mona's influence, considering her nature. Everything goes back to be a bit off.
All
Much
that's
like the
on the wall.
reoccurring blood stains in the kitchen.
Yes.
All I'm gonna say is if that happened in my place, I would leave. Alright?
Well,
I'm not
well, she
paid enough
cannot.
to-
This is basically
I'm not paid
her.
enough to fight ghosts.
Also
If it's a
valid.
if it's someone with a knife, I will personally bite the knife and spit it like down their throat myself. Ghost? No, thank you. I'm leaving.
Goodness. That was certainly very specific.
Oh no, did I not tell you? I got someone tried to rob my shop recently.
What?
Bunch of poachers.
Oh.
that
Yeah,
was
I live in the woods
foolhardy.
now. So, bunch of poachers came by.
Goodness. Hmm.
I didn't have to fight anything. Although, I just came out the door, and since I heard gunshots, you know, I was kind of worried, like anybody would be. So my first instinct was to bash the door, and the door went flying. And so they had a moment, and I shit you not, they had a whole ass moment of just like, and they just gone. That was that.
Wonderful.
That'd be a normal response for most people if they saw someone your size kicking in a door and stamping up.
Well, there's two reactions to that specific instant. One is far more common than the other.
I do suppose
I
so.
still remember the first time I had to use my strength and I was surprised by myself because I ended up hurting myself when I first tried it.
I'm gonna head back to your state. Is there anything either you need me to get?
I was
Not that I know of. At least not for me.
Some more good chocolate if you find any on the way back.
They were sentient but kind of arsehole.
I have to get some stuff for the kids. I will see what I can find.
Lovely. Thank you, dear.
I think I was 22.
You've been working too hard. You deserve a treat.
Good seeing you again.
I was about to punch at them.
Stay safe on the roads.
And I punched my way through the wall of their ship and flew out into space.
Sounds good.
Not my proudest moment.
That's honestly kind of scary. So you got like flung into space?
Yeah, thankfully they installed thrusters onto the armor that we used to wear back then, so in case that ever happens, you can traject yourself back to where you need to go.
That's...
But, yeah, not my proudest moment. Punching myself into space.
I mean, listen, pal, I'll be straight honest with you. I don't think most people anticipate to, first of all, one, punch through a spaceship. I don't think I could. I don't think even if I tried my hardest, right, I could punch through a spaceship. I might dent the wall a little bit, but punch through a spaceship? Hell no.
Honestly, if you could do that, that would be like the most flimsy ship I've ever heard of.
Yes,
No, I'm fairly sure if I punch if I punch the hardest I can, I will probably demolish my fist. My fist's probably gonna collapse onto itself.
I was thinking if someone
And
could
that
punch
sounds
through a ship like that, it was a terrible
expensive.
ship.
No, thank you.
The wall was built out of a combination of tungsten and I forget what the other material was, but it was pretty good. It was just that the power armor I was wearing, it was my first time actually wearing it. So, it's like giving a 20-year-old a Ferrari and then expecting him to drive it when he's not even driven a normal car before. Yeah,
Actually, I saw Nikolai around a moment. I really need to speak to him briefly.
That's... Well, I mean, I guess the good thing is that you came back. Everybody's safe.
Where did he go?
I hope you didn't. I hope you didn't front the bill for that ship, though.
No, they were pirates.
You can easily.
Is everything going alright, darling?
It seems to have passed out.
What? Oh dear, Nikolai. Nikolai, darling. Oh. Check these. Oh, there you are. Are you alright, dear? Nikolai?
I'll be honest with you.
Hello, darling, can you hear me?
I say that very loosely. I made the part.
Oh.
I didn't make any of the wiring or any
You're
of the
right,
mechanics. Like I made the plate.
You sound very tired.
Assembled by other people. Well, first of all,
What is the time?
What is what?
Where is my tea?
Oh.
I was holding it so you wouldn't drop it.
Are you alright, darling?
I dozed off again. Oh. My bad. Is it closing time?
Well, not yet. Getting somewhat close there, but have you been falling asleep frequently?
Recently.
How recent are we talking? Since when? How many times?
I think the big guys that I see with shoulders, they have like they're more like the knight type, you know, with the sword and shield. Those ones, I've seen plenty of those.
I don't remember.
That is worrisome.
I just need to put my mind to something. Maybe.
I'm uncertain whether that is a good idea at the moment, but...
He needs to work. I see.
That is... If you want something potentially to problem solve, I can give you that, but... I would suggest you be very careful. Do not overwork yourself, darling.
Of course.
Hmm.
Oh, I worked on moving equipment the other day for something, but it was done way too fast, and then I got very bored again.
There's something.
Thank you for waking me up. I appreciate it.
Of course.
You want your tea? Looks like there's only a little bit left. It is still warm. I guess I wasn't asleep for that long. That is good.
I would say if you get especially tired, you can always rest in the medical wing. However, I would suggest you at least have someone nearby just in case. But you're so frequent. I'm worried. See what we could look into.
I don't necessarily have anyone other than Devlin and Tomoko. I would notify if I'm in the medical wing. But I think they're both busy. But not mostly.
Well, we can keep an eye on things and let them know meanwhile, just in case, but...
Perhaps I would note two other people, because I know they're not as busy. I will add them to my list. Gabriel and Marcus.
Alright. I shall make sure to, well, I would suggest, yes, add those to your list, then we will have them. We'll make certain someone gives a mention in case something happens.
Sleepy like that again, but if I catch myself, if there is no one that needs to be in the ward, I will go there to rest.
Alright, good. I would say you should rest, but if you honestly think you need a project or something like that, I could give you a potential opportunity. There's someone who was curious about thawing their bones. Apparently they have been frozen for quite a while, and they're trying to see if anything can penetrate and make them less stiff.
I see. As an artifice battlesmith, I could look into some options. See if there's anything comfort most of all. I think there could be things done there.
If you have any eventual questions for that, the one needing it is the one in the large armor there. At least they asked about it. I was going to give them just a list of the hospitals nearby, or ask them to make an appointment for next week for either you or Tomiko-san, potentially.
Oh. Then perhaps if they cannot find options at the general clinics and hospitals, I am happy to start looking into it. I'll give it a moment.
Thank you, darling.
But I will still introduce myself.
Yes, and do take care of yourself, dear.
Thank you for the concern.
If any other symptoms come up, you better tell me.
I will try to. Was I asleep for long? I don't remember falling asleep.
When I walked through the door, got glimpses of you. You were like this.
I suppose. The tail goes. Sigurd was hired as a means to slay Fafnir by a dwarven man. Unbeknownst to Sigurd, this dwarf
Kise.
was...
Yes, dear.
I just wanted to inform you as aftercare that when I got back today, I had to use the healing station over at the station.
I see. Are you alright?
Yes, all better now. It was just, I was checking in with one of the colonies, and they had a little bit of trouble with some people trying to invade their home.
Oh, I see. I was taken care of then?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. As long as you're alright. I'm glad that you got treated. If you need anything else, you let one of us know, alright?
Will do.
Good.
Just wanted to share that for the record.
I appreciate that.
Upon consuming the heart, he hears
Hello, Kise. Good to see you.
Warning him.
Hello, dear.
The dwarf who has
Sorry I was a little late getting here tonight.
kill you the moment you return.
It is fine, dear. Things have been calm enough.
Fully prepared for the betrayal, he kills the...
Yeah, I was actually on my own little Pokemon adventure, helping to stop a smuggling ring.
Well, that is good.
Yeah. Group
Everyone was
of
stealing.
thugs were trying to round up dragon and poison types. Thankfully, we were able to stop them and at least capture their boss, so... Could have stopped them at least for
Dragons, no less.
Dragon types, yeah.
See?
Yeah, I'm sensing a pattern, but I have a feeling these guys aren't associated with you-know-who.
I would certainly hope not, but it is good to keep an open mind just in case.
How long are we staying open, you say?
See, things tend to be winding down, so perhaps top of the hour, just a bit after. Is that alright with you, dear?
Okay. I was just wondering.
All dragons are evil because they are...
At least some conversations going at the moment.
So they all deserve death.
Sounds incredibly dim-witted. To be the same spawn?
Yes, if you are dragon-born, you
If you need to take a rest, dear, you've been quite busy. Feel free to.
I know. I'm just saying.
Alright. I just have to make sure. Apparently, several people are being very tired recently, and that is no good.
As long as you don't outwardly look like a dragon, then they will leave you alone.
I guess it's one of those situations, pal, that don't go shouting it at the rooftops and you should be safe.
I'm mostly thinking because my brother very much so looks exactly like a dragon and he has no way to hide it.
Well, be careful then, is all I can suggest.
How strong is this order, just to get a good idea of what I may have to deal with?
Well, they have ones running around in armor similar to yours. I think they call them Spartans.
Right.
I've seen smaller but similar design, yes. This is designed off of the Spartan's armor.
They have uh, mechs that they drop in. They have firepower. They have anti-magic fields that they can deploy. They are a very well-funded and very powerful nuisance.
You know, this really does like bring to mind, and this really drives me up the wall. Why is it that every fucked up corporation in this goddamn sector of the planet funded out the ass? Did I miss something?
That's what I wish to know.
That's money.
Because
Even
at
back
heart,
in even 600 years ago, right, when I had to deal with the Archmages, which... Okay, no, you know what? Even back then, they were small communities, okay? Those people, they were secluded. We made deals with them because the dwarves, the mages, we could make something out of it. We wanted to innovate. But they weren't like outwardly evil, right? That's why people made alliances with them. And eventually stuff happens and, well, I mean, bad stuff happens.
Well,
Treason,
this
all
sounds
that
like
stuff.
a problem in the future for me and my brother, which is... It's good timing, considering that he wants to start an arms dealing company.
that will absolutely paint a target on his back, so he needs to be careful.
He's waking my people up slowly, one by one by one. The problem is that, as I'm sure you're noticing, that when he wakes one of us up, ice in our bones. Dangerous if you're not strong enough. So we need to figure out a way to deal with that problem before we can wake up everyone else. Because unfortunately, there's about 10,000 of us in stasis.
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
just one of 5 that have been woken up. We're the only ones that are like...
Right now, Spoons. Oh, understand, Carrix.
on our own 2 legs without fucking falling like a twig. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, gonna need to figure out a way to deal with that, which is why I wanna see what you would be able to do for me. Because if I can figure out how that works, you know.
Alright.
Mutual benefit.
I could give you my honest opinion on what I thought about why they are funded, but my opinion would go greatly against the entire mission statement of this guild, so I will refrain.
Just kind of hit me like a ton of
Oh,
bricks.
no,
No,
I'll be
all
straight
understandable.
honest with you. I don't believe one bit about the whole like... It's because they have the name that they do it. I think that's like the straw man that they put in front of the actual why they do it. Everybody knows, okay? Let's say, I'm well placed to talk about it. I'm a blacksmith, okay? Everybody knows dragon bone, dragon scales, wyvern bones, all of that stuff. That is incredibly expensive, incredibly useful. You can make a lot of magical enhancement out of it. It's stuff that is prized on, alright? Everybody wants it.
Unfortunately,
well,
yes.
Oh, yes, I had to get at least some things to put into the flesh golem from the Dragon Spire.
Most
the thing is that
dragons are
dragons-
magical.
Dragons and certain mythical creature, you know, the ones that are more rare, they're more in tune with nature, and this is from my friend Arcana, that I've met a while back, told me. Essentially, the more you're in tune with nature, the more you're close to being kind of like not a natural being, the more you're in tune with the less common things. So you have like a little bit of special inside of you that remains. So it's why like stuff like, you know, like unicorns, right? Like if you get that horn and you forge that into like for like a sewing needle, for example, the people that hold these things, they get special kind of properties from them. But it's frowned upon. All right, as a blacksmith from where I'm from, you don't forge with dragon bones because you're actively enforcing the fact that you're killing these creatures for the sake of profit. So it's a bad thing. So instead, like the dwarves taught us, the only thing you forge out of are the minerals that the earth gives us. Right?
Well, and in most cases, dragons are sentient.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna be heading out.
All right, good night, dear. We should be closing up soon.
I was going to say it's about closing time
I
anyway.
despise the concept of this order that you've told me about.
Have a good night, the two of you.
Good night, dear.
Oh, I have a vendetta against these people, and I won't rest until every single one of them are dead.
Understandable. If I can help you in any way, do let me know.
Well,
And you can
I
let me
can't
know,
say.
considering that my brother wants
I
to
guess.
start this
Listen,
whole
I'm not joining the battlefield anytime soon. But if you need, I guess, if you need your axe sharpened or something, I'll make an exception.
I'll say that I know my people.
Thank you, darling.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
The same goes with me.
It's why he wants to start the arms dealing company, because in his own words, people
I
need to
appreciate it.
protect themselves that can't fight back.
Of course. Anything for you.
And as always, I've got your back. In my own way.
Any excuse to beat the shit out of some very intolerant people is a good day for me.
And people wonder why I left, honestly. This is my first time coming back here in, let's say, 4 months now? And before that it was like a year. And well, I come back and it's like armed conflict again. Honestly, sometimes the jokes, they just make themselves. I don't even need to say it.
It's always like this, unfortunately.
Things, I would just take Kise and go somewhere far away from here.
My cabin has a few hammocks. I'm just saying.
Our estate is just fine.
It's always empty.
Our estate is very conflict-less. Unless it is the children having conflict with each other.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that in the woods, when there's no noise, no life, no anything, it's quiet, and you have like the stars.
Oh yes.
You have the stars above you, and like the Aurora Borealis type thing.
Yes, we have a cottage. Indeed.
But when they come back,
Yeah, the cottage for that with the ruins. So we have. Well, the estate is quite large. It's a very nice onsen.
You people and your money, I swear.
I needed a proper shrine, and they needed a guardian kami. It was a win-win situation. And everything was burned down, so we needed to put things together anyway.
By the by, do you mind if I give my, I give your contact to my apprentice?
Oh, certainly. Feel free. I'd love to meet them.
I say that because, they're quite good with, precious metals, and I think I remember that you're made of gold.
Yes, indeed. Oh, exciting. I have not gotten a good restoration in a couple of years.
They used to forge, they used to forge specifically to make clock parts before, for rich folks. That's why the family watchmakers and pocket watches, those sorts of things, the small things.
Have another person.
Understood. Well, they can potentially learn some restoration for Kiseru pipe. I may be interested.
The more people we have.
I'll be honest, I don't know them that much just yet.
This group, the better.
But seems like it's in their ballpark.
That would be good. I still have quite a few bite marks.
I'm not planning on keeping them at my place for too long. This is one of those things that I'm going to teach them the ropes and then send them all their way. That's smithing is a life you forge on your own. It's not one of those things that you have someone behind you the whole time.
I see. Just have a steady stream of apprentices coming through. Creating an army of blacksmiths in the future.
This one was just special. I won't take just any fucking old person to just like teach them smithing. Especially if they tell me they want to just make weapons for war. No, thank you. They can go fuck themselves.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
That I appreciate.
I just wanted to say thank you for taking care of my brother in the condition that he's currently in.
Oh, of course, dear.
Black and white dragon.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course.
That's my brother.
Lovely. I see. Well, very nice to meet you properly.
It's nice to meet you too.
Hopefully we can help you with your issue as well.
Yes, he's got a very tough time with this.
Oh, right. Go, just in case the list of hospitals around, if anything, they may be able to do some tests preliminary that with equipment that we do not have. And if you can bring that to us, maybe we can give more information based on that with some research.
I should be able to do that.
Lovely.
But have a good night.
Good night, darling. Everything all right, my love?
Yes. I was waiting for Rika and Roland.
Hello.
I see.
Yes, there were some
Oh,
people
dear.
out back, and I told them that we were closing.
Well, then we can wait. We can wait for them.
I tried to catch Roland before he went back there, but
He'll find out soon enough.
Roland is a big boy. He can take care of himself. And also he needs to go back in and get his actual body anyway.
That is also true.
When I saw him, he had his actual body.
So you're switched back. That is good.
There they are. They're on the way here.
Wonderful. I see.
I'll go to the bar. Safe travel.
All right. You as well, dear. Take care of yourself.
I tried to catch up to you because I saw you.
Yeah,
going
dear.
back there.
Good night.
Yep, all good.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Of course. Take care of you too.
You as well, Rika.
Have a good night, Don.
You are going to take a proper break. Just for a little bit. I'm not letting you back at that hut. Not until tomorrow.
No, I'm going to need it because what I'm going to have to do when I return to that village is not going to be pleasant for myself. I'm going to have to kill her again, Kise.
I was trying not to think about it.
I know.
Even more reason not to think about it tonight.
Let's go home.
Yippee! And we're done. Oh. Fuck you.
Oh, I always have to have a little bit of emotional terrorism.
Hello. Oh, looks so good. Looks so good.
You can spare Blaze one time of the fucking talk about the wall.
God damn it.
Just rolls up casually, just like, hey guys, I know it's been a while. Let's check how you guys death wall.
God damn
undead.
it.
I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just
You're not. No. Hello, nerd. Oh.
I didn't get to
All
arc
right.
you much instead.
Oh.
I love this model.
Oh yeah, I have
Thanks
all
for
of
being
my
here,
alt
Chaos.
on
That's so good.
12 megabytes of texture memory, and I have
Oh,
a lot of
fuck.
them, by the way. I have a lot of them. Like I have 1, 2,
Hell yeah.
3, 4,
All the altars.
5,
Holy
6,
shit.
7, 8, 9.
Oh my
and
god.
10.
I want this to just be multiple characters and it's just like Nurse Joy's or like Officer Jenny's where they're all like slightly different but they're all the same.
Ahoy, gamers.
Hello.
Ahoy.
My idea.
I'm gonna jump off because I don't think I can get this thing to work again.
Man, if Sig
Yes,
was
I
in a
wanted-
better mood, he would
I
have
wanted
talked
to make,
about
at
building
some point,
things
just
out
for the
of,
pun,
or
a
taking
very like
technology and
nerdy
converting it
mer
into
man that's a gay,
magic,
gay
magic
man,
trick.
just for the gay.
You
mer
cheese!
joke.
Oh, I want some cheese now. Damn it. I can't get it to work.
That's funny.
Go find your favorite streamer. Send some love for me. I appreciate you all.
And
I should be back for
the
some
days
line
he
fork
was,
tomorrow.
a blacksmith.
Until then, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Good night.
But no, instead it
Ayosumi
was like
nasai.
death.
Sexual polyhedral dice.